cut his poor little thing off.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. When I got this machine, it had weigh covers on it. Weigh covers are pretty important on this machine, and if you look down in here, you'd see there's a spot where that would be just continuously loading up with chips, and it would be a real pain in the butt to clean out. So there's one weigh cover that goes here, and then you can just sweep the chips off to the side, and then there's a second weigh cover that goes up at the front. Now the front weigh cover was in good shape, very nice, decent. The rear one, however, is pretty gross. It's got, I don't know if it's burns or tears and goiters, and it's just really disgusting, and I wanted to freshen that up. So I got myself this sheet of rubber. There's enough here, they assure me, to get one of them out of it. It looks like there's even extra, but anyways, we're gonna get this cut up and fit up. So there are some mounting brackets and so on here that we're going to reuse, and they need some cleaning, you could tell. And so before we get into the cutting up of this, which frankly I'm a little nervous about, don't have any experience cutting rubber, and don't want to bugger it up. Anyhow, we're going to take this off first, get all these parts cleaned up, and then get some measurements, and then we can look at cutting this up. I don't even know. I'm going to start with a scraper. Oh yeah, this is the perfect tool for this job. Awesome. Before we go on, I want to mention there was very recently two massive earthquakes in Venezuela, and so I want to say to all of our Venezuelan viewers, their families and so on, our thoughts and prayers are with you. I've got my mounting brackets all cleaned up. Now I've got these tiny little screws and nuts that I want to clean up at least a wee bit here. There's a lot of guck in the heads of these screws, and I don't want to go stripping the heads out of them. Okay, what do we have here? Looks like 35 by 19. Okay. Okay, 37. I don't think a couple extra inches would hurt, but we might as well make it exact. Now, are any of these cut square? This looks like the width of the material. This looks like the factory edges. They're both nice and square, so we got that going for us. Both of the cuts, though, that they made are just gross. You could tell someone with an X-Acto or something did that. So I want to somehow square up the one side to the good end, and then we'll get our measurement from there. It's unfortunate that someone watching right now knows exactly how to handle this, and they're going to tell me about it in the comments in a week from now. So anyways, we're doing this. We're not holding back, so we'll give it our best effort. So I do have two factory edges on this piece of plate. We'll check them for square, but those might work just fine for us. Yeah. Nice and square, plenty square enough for a rubber weigh cover. So I'm just kind of eyeballing this end true to the end of this plate. That looks decent. This is rubber after all, and it is going to be crimpled up most of its life, and it is just a weigh cover, so I'm not going to get too crazy here. Maybe I need a new plan.
Just chop it the size and stick it on.
It'd be nice. Pride in workmanship, my love.
Nobody's got time for that.
People watching my videos have time for that. 1/4 inch there, inch and a quarter, inch and a half down here. That's worth fixing. The ends are secure, but now I got a tiny bow in this and the middle's not being held very well, so I'm not super happy about that. I'm gonna see if this improves when I'm clamping directly over it. No, it's still not really touching. But if I'm super careful, I should be able to follow this along with a knife, I think. Okay, I'm gonna hold my breath just so. That's decent, I think. Oh, now I know how a sewing machine feels. Good enough. You see my trouble, eh? I'll figure it out.
Just cut it already.
I want it to be nice. Okay, I finally have a plan that I'm reasonably happy with. I know this is a straight edge. I've got a couple layout lines here that are my 19-inch mark, so I'm just gonna clamp this straight edge back down, and then we'll get to cutting. I don't know if you checked it out.
No.
It's decent. And quick double check. You can buy weight covers on Amazon and a few other places, but they're actually super expensive. This machine has like a really long, there weren't any that were actually this long. So I actually found just a piece of rubber. It was a rubber roll that was 36.5 inches wide. And they cut me off 2 feet McMaster car. It wasn't actually that bad. I think it was like 22 bucks for this.
Okay, get cut.
Yeah. Some of those weight covers, they had one on Amazon for a Bridgeport mill. It's like 60 bucks, which, I mean, if you need it, you need it, but I like 22 better and a little bit of work. Should I just leave it that long? Probably, eh? Sure. Extra 1.5 inches not gonna hurt anything, I don't think. It's gonna be all folded up most of the time anyhow.
Yeah.
If it turns out down the road there's a problem, I can always nip those 2 inches off later. Three-eighths, pretty decent. I'm just gonna transfer those through with a pen. Pen actually writes quite well on this rubber. And it's quite visible. So again, I'm a wee bit nervous. I do not know what to expect here. I guess my greatest fear is this whole sheet wraps around this drill and it's flapping all over the place. But we'll give it a try with one of the small holes first. That seemed just fine. Next small hole. And the big holes. Not sure if these fasteners are going to be thick enough. My rubber's a little thicker than what was on there. Might just work. Not much coming through, eh?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we're going to need more than that. Okay. Those won't work now. What do we got over here? Well, I guess I'm going to have to... I don't have any screws that tiny. I think I'm just going to have to drill these holes out bigger so that it'll fit screws that I actually do have. I'm just going to open these holes up. The screws that I'm replacing are a little bigger, as you saw. These are countersunk screws, which isn't ideal in a non-countersunk hole, but I don't care, and they're the right length, and they're the right diameter, so that's what we're going with. Oh, this isn't awkward at all. In order to get this way cover on, I'm going to have to take off this shield. It's a super nice heavy duty shield someone made to protect the DRO scales, but it's covering up the holes, the mounting holes for this way cover. So I'm going to pull this off real quick. If you're wondering what all the racket is over here, it's our new chicks. They're, oh, I don't know, 3 weeks old now?
Yeah.
Something like that.
They're so cute.
Just gonna see if these need to be cut off or not. And they do. Okay, I gotta clean this up. Well, I don't want to put it on dirty and get sawdust in the ways and whatever. So I'm gonna clean off this little work area here. Oh, I hope we're not going to have a length issue again. See what sticks through. Might be cutting screws after all.
Oh, no.
That ain't much. I suppose it's enough. It's not like I'm torquing on this. Oh, actually in the hole. Nice. That should keep that area nice and clean. Looks a little goofy just the way it is, but whatever. It's doing its job. This is exactly how, well, same dimensions essentially as the one that came off of there, so I'm not doing anything really different here. Because it needs to be so long, because if you drop your knee all the way down and you bring your saddle all the way out, you know, you're going to have more distance, and that's why that thing needs to be as long as it is. Right now I'm up quite high with the knee, and I'm not all the way out with the saddle. This one's totally decent, but it's got a bent bracket. So I'm going to straighten this bracketry up and wipe it down some, clean it out some, and then we'll stick her back on. So that's decently clean now. I'm going to put it back on. So there we go, weight covers are back on, the new one's on, the old one's on, everything's looking good, everything's cleaned up. I do want to mention that this machine has a one-shot lube system, and it's plumbed to go into the center of the bearing areas, and this machine has incredibly robust wipers on the ways. So when you give the oiler a pump, all that oil kind of gets trapped by the wipers where it needs to be. The wipers keep the chips out, keep the oil in. It's a really good setup, I think. Well, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching. Huge thank you to our Patreon members. We'll see you guys in the next one.